Ghosties on second.
Welcome, Ghosties. This is Hangin with Maddie Dieterle. Thanks for joining us, Maddie. Again,
Thanks for having me.
Maddie was our first ever Ghosties on second guest. Like, that's a special thing.
Yes.
Back in that day, we didn't do Hangin with episodes. We back in that day.
In my day,
What was that, like 4 months ago?
No, I think it was like March or April.
it was May. So
Maybe May.
Is it May, really?
Wow,
yeah,
I think it was May.
Hey, quick question. Your cup matches Maddie's shirt.
That's formal.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, I think.
20.
One shot, Isaac. Hey.
Hey.
This is the right audience to do it with because
Right.
Maddie was the only person who was picking up what you're putting down the whole.
Whenever I'd say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They would like react and be like, "Yay!"
I was
Oh.
just listening to your episode that you did with Justice.
Keep talking. I have to move this light a little bit to the.
Okay.
Just move it.
Corey, tell me. Oh yeah, Corey, move it that way.
Yeah.
Right there. Whoa. Right. Yeah, right. There we go. We want to move that a little bit.
Corey's so happy to do
There we
something.
go. Ready?
Well,
Right there. Hey, all right, we're good. Okay, cool.
very loud.
Yeah, it's just the reflections.
We can't
Oh, we're
hear
not
it.
hearing.
You can't even hear the motorcycle.
Oh, really? Okay, it's very loud.
Is it impressive?
It also kind of matches my dress, so it's
Okay.
a little impressive.
Hey,
What
Is
is
there-
your writer?
just kidding.
I
Shelby.
think he's probably like 47, so I don't know.
Is
Hey,
he rich in the things that matter? I mean,
Or he's just rich,
filthy rich and things like that.
which in this case is money. Is what we're talking about.
Right, of
Here's
course.
something.
Sheesh. Okay, well, hey, one of the reasons that we had this idea, well, I guess we can kind of rewind a little bit further back than that, is we talked about like the concept of having a hanging with episode
Sure.
would be we have an episode dedicated to getting to know somebody rather than having to do that while we're debriefing episodes. And
Mhm.
I know back in that day, we already heard like your ghosty origin story and everything.
Mhm.
But like once we established hanging with episodes, we were like, okay, we have a hanging with episode where they kind of come and introduce themselves. We get to know them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then whenever they want to like come back on, they can just come and debrief with us. So we're kind of caught in the middle. We're not debriefing, even though this is not your first time on, but this is the first
Reverse.
hanging with episode.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe we could just do three things because the main reason that this is even happening right now, because I have like a list of ghosties who want to hop on and
Yeah.
do the hang with episode.
You're prioritized.
You cut the list
Thank you.
because when we were doing the hanging with session 1 Gulf Shores Ghosties episode, you had a list from Gulf Shores, like a very long list. We didn't even have time to get to it. At the very end, I was like, yeah, you should just go through it. And then you like showed how long it was. You were scrolling.
Yeah.
It's like it's midnight almost.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
So it's like, let's do a hang with episode. So we're going to get to that. But I thought real quick, you're an entrepreneur. You have your own business. So tell us a little bit about that. And then give us like a 2-minute version of your ghosty origin story, just for those people who maybe didn't hear your first pod episode. And then let's hop into the meat that is
Perfect.
Gulf Shores note.
All right, sounds good. Well, about 2 years ago, I was graduating high school, and my original plans didn't end up working out, which I totally like knew at the time was a God thing, but I just didn't know what my next steps were going to be. I'd never really felt like college was for me. Don't love school. Really just, as a perfectionist, stresses me out too much, and I just had nothing I was interested in getting a degree in. So didn't exactly know what else I was going to be doing besides teaching dance, because I already had my teaching job at that point. So I ended up having a school project for my senior exit project where I had to job shadow 2 people, and I was kind of at a loss who I was going to job shadow because I already had my teaching job, and my other dream job is to be a mom one day, and I kind of didn't think they would really let me, job shadow a mom because babysit all the time. It's pretty, I just didn't think it was going to work out. So I was kind of having a hard time deciding, like, who am I going to job shadow? And my sister suggested, hey, why don't you shadow your cousin Jess? Because she has a small business. She does crochet. Could see what that's like to run that while also being a mom. And so I thought that'd be a great idea. But I had never really hung out with my cousin Jess before because she married into the family, and there's about a 10-year age gap. And so we had just really never hung out one-on-one. But she was so sweet and agreed to do it. And I was like very nervous. I thought like, this is going to be awkward. There's going to be like weird moments of silence, which is just hilarious to think back on now because there has never been a moment of silence between the two of us since then. But I ended up hanging out with her for the day, and she kind of showed me what her day to day looks like as she runs a business and is a mom to her adorable girls. And she showed me kind of how she does a mock setup for when she sets up at markets. And that was just kind of a whole world I was oblivious to. And it got me really interested. And she so kindly offered to let me like have a corner of her booth at her next market. And so I made some bracelets, made some earrings, got my like little 4-foot table set up going. And the first day, I was so nervous. I would have quit if I didn't have the pressure of like, knowing that I already agreed to do it with her. I was so nervous, but I ended up having the best time and just falling in love with doing it because it's so fun to set up and you get to talk to people. Everybody's just like happy to be there. And it was just so fun. And so we did that first market, and then she has just been my mentor ever since, helped me set up my Etsy, and it's just been so fun. We do quite a few shows together, and the Lord has just really worked all of this out. I would have never done this if he hadn't worked it out, and it's been really cool. It's just really become my ministry. And, just this weekend, my pastor gave me a bunch of like books and gospel tracts to hand out at my show. And so I got to hand out a bunch of those and have like really cool conversations with people and pray with people. And it's just amazing because, again, I would have never expected to be doing this. And yeah, the Lord worked it all out. So it's been fun.
I did not catch up on in the session one Gulf Shores chat. There was something happening this weekend at the show or at the market with like was he right next to you? They was selling like speakers with
Yes.
up or something like all in one.
So there was quite a few things going on at the show. I was set up at an orchard, and yes, this guy next to me was selling like tumblers with Bluetooth speakers attached to the bottom, something I've always needed,
Super, like,
And for 2 straight days, I just had to listen to his sales pitch and like his music.
yeah.
And it was, testing my patience a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
What was the sales pitch like?
Oh, I can tell you the whole thing. You really want to hear it?
Yeah,
Just like a simple one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. My sister is saying that she needs the keys. I bet she has to lock the door. Shall we take an adventure?
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
it.
Sorry, guys.
To drink and listen to music
At the same
at the
time.
same time.
So yeah, if you've ever needed a cup with a speaker attached, you know who to call.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can get you his contact information, but it was 1 cup for $22, and
It's not too bad.
the Bluetooth speaker was removable so that you could
Oh.
watch it. And hey guys, how was your night? Good, glad to hear it. That you could wash it, but he recommends hand washing so that the colors stay vibrant, stuff like that. And did I mention they light up different colors? Hello.
Sorry, I
It's fine.
texted you back and said, never mind, Sarah got it.
Oh, did not see it. Good night, guys. Love you. See you Thursday.
Yeah.
Wait, can we meet your sister?
You fine with that?
I'm fine. Hi,
This is Ashlyn.
Oh, wait, this is Ashlyn?
Yes.
I've seen you as a suggested friend on Facebook.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's funny.
One of your sisters has been on my suggested friends too, but I don't know. I didn't like.
I think it's
I just see
Ashlyn. Actually, wait,
Dieterle, and I'm like,
name
There's
your sister's
And there's
name.
Allie.
Okay, no, yeah. You know what?
I'm the old one. By 2 years. There's such a difference.
I'm gonna see if I can find you real quick.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fun.
All my stuff is in your seat, so I'll scoot it down.
No worries.
Hey, there it is. Yeah, this is it. I always notice your like profile pic is like such an interesting, like somebody like on somebody's back. Like, taking a photo.
No, that's okay.
It's funny. All right, sorry.
All
Are you guys
good.
having together?
Yep.
Cool beans.
Nice.
Are you fine with that?
Yes.
I'm home in like 15, so then I can like pop in my room and not be in the car. So I have to run to the library first also. 20 minutes.
Well, I just need to
Road trip.
we might just need to rename the episode "Hanging with the Dieterles."
Yeah.
Perfect.
Really duo.
Anybody who can say our last name right gets a gold star in my book. So Brad got my name right on the very first try when I sent in my first jingle. We were all very impressed with that because that is not the normal.
Can Ashlyn be like on camera?
You fine with that? Yeah. All right.
I have some questions for Ashlyn.
Hold on. Very appreciative of Maddie's like consent policy.
Ashlyn,
Very
what's your experience like? Are you a ghostie at all? Do you listen to the podcast at all?
I do not listen to the podcast at all, except she has it playing in our house like 24/7. So I just hear random snippets of it. And I feel like I know things I shouldn't know about all these people just because I hear like that side of the conversation always. But I think it's a great community. I love it. I'm going to convert everybody one day. Maddie at her craft shows is going to have like tracks that preach the gospel. And then also here, you should listen to this podcast. I almost made Ghost Runners earrings and just sold those. And then people would just be repping the pod and they wouldn't even know.
They wouldn't even know. Yeah. It is funny like how much ghost merch people buy, like just because it's like
it's naked ghost season.
Yeah, naked ghosties. It's like
yeah, naked ghosts, exactly.
Yeah.
I sold quite a few of them this weekend, so
it's season.
Yeah, I like when we were making our logo, it was so important to me that we have the headband. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's integral. Like, so the fact that like when everyone's buying like the ghosts and stuff, I'm like, but without the head, like to me, it's like not like the full thing.
And so you have the headband. It's so weird to me.
What integral?
Integral is how I would say it, but I've heard it both ways.
Yeah,
I've heard it both
ways.
I have
heard it both ways. What's it from?
Psych.
Yeah,
we got it.
My dad preaches to everyone.
Ashlyn for the win.
My dad preaches psych to people and tries to convert people to
never
be psychos.
I preach Monk. I love Monk. I'm like 9 episodes into Psych. I keep trying to get her to watch more because it gets better the longer you watch it. But
it really does. Yeah, it really does. I was like hooked. I think the first episode that I watched of Psych but I like any kind of murder mystery show, honestly, especially when there's a little comedy mixed in. I'm kind of a sucker for it.
Ashlyn, do you also like the Sherlock BBC show?
Yes, I do. I haven't seen that like nearly as many times as I've seen Psych, but I did enjoy Sherlock back when it was out.
I know, because now it's on. You can watch it on Disney Plus now, right?
I think so.
Can't you? I think.
Oh, fun!
That's like one of my favorite things that Shelby and I watched together in the early days.
Yeah, well,
but it's hard to rewatch.
We were watching it in real time at a certain point. Not from the very beginning. We weren't on.
We like binged the first 2 seasons, but then season 3 we watched in real time, and then the next year they did like a Christmas special or something, and like that. Those were fun to watch. That was like the beginnings of Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch like really becoming like world famous actors. Like they were like British famous.
Wait, that's the series you're talking about? Is them two?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kate and I watched that whole thing.
That one's really good.
I don't know why.
I think that was pre-MCU for both of them, wasn't it? You're speaking as liquid. Have y'all seen Marlowe Murder Club on PBS?
No.
Okay, this is a newer one. The first season came out earlier this year, and I was super surprised because the second season just like popped up out of nowhere this month. But it's kind of more like Agatha Christie style mysteries, just like cozy mysteries. It's so refreshing to have something like tame on television. It's like, yes, I'm all about this.
A trailer for that, but I haven't actually ever watched it. So, okay.
What is something that we've recently seen, and I feel like it's rated like mature or R or something, but it's tame. It's like the thing about it, like there's no.
The one that we watched with what's his name on?
You're on it. You're on the right path.
Where he goes like undercover in a nursing home.
Oh no, that was a good one, but that's not what I was talking about.
Okay.
That was a good one though.
What's it called? I don't even remember.
Sheesh. Ted Danson. Ted Danson. He's like a retired guy, and he kind of goes undercover to find like a thief in this nursing home. And it's
that sounds cute.
I think it's by Michael Schur, the maker of The Office. I think he also made this show.
Oh really?
Okay.
And it has what's her name from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and
which Brooklyn Nine-Nine also likes. Michael, sure, yeah, it's just like his friends and his people.
But the actress that plays Rosa, and that she also plays in Encanto, and apparently I can't think
Encanto.
of any names tonight of anything. What is
Yeah,
her
it's a
name?
very.
I know who you're talking about.
Is she also in the Heights?
Yep.
Okay, I can picture her face. I don't know her name either. Sorry to say, but
Oh, it's Stephanie something because I listen to the Family Madrigal from Encanto literally every day. It's so good. It's Stephanie something.
Oh, I'll take your word for it. I got to put my books.
And I'm actually very frustrated because there's like a great show that we were watching that it's like it's clean, but it's also
Every now and then mature or something like
yeah,
that.
but mature like it's like a language thing, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe it's just
I feel like we've barely been able to watch anything
I guess I'm
together.
gonna have to cut this part out.
Yeah.
I still don't even think I've seen a rated R movie or show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That sheltered.
Sensitive to it, honestly. Like I'm just, certain things I can bear with to an extent, and then some stuff I really can't handle violence. Like
Same.
I do not like.
Sometimes Marvel stuff I have to close my eyes. So if it's worse than Marvel,
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna like it.
What part of a Marvel movie have you had to close your eyes at?
Like the violence parts. I just don't like to watch people get hit.
Oh, well, that's
Just
proof of your compassion.
Yeah.
So.
I don't like when it's like way too realistic, bloody type stuff. I'm just like, no.
like Zero Dark 30 or something like that.
Even if it's not, I'll pass.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
It's kind of bothering me that I can't think of this show. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, and
I hate that.
Really bother me either, but the like rated R language is just like, oh, that's an excuse to say the F word in every single sentence. And it's like
Right.
too much. It's like
Yeah.
it really wears on you.
Yeah, it's annoying.
You don't want to get to a point where that feels normal, Like
I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm going to move on from this thought because I cannot remember from
let's-
life from this thought. So, Maddie, tell us briefly recap your ghosty origin story, cousin Lindsay.
Yep, Lindsay started listening pretty early on, had been telling me about it for years. I never thought I would really like a podcast, so I didn't listen until like summer 2023, I think is when I finally decided to give it a try. And then I instantly was pretty hooked. I was amazed at how much I related to them, even though we live very different lives. But they're so funny. It's wholesome. I just loved it. And so been changed ever since then.
Boom. Awesome. All right. Well, hey, how about you open up that note? And while you're opening up that note for the Gulf Shores notes, Ashlyn, what were some of your thoughts when Maddie got home? What was it like interacting, hearing about the trip and everything?
Oh, it was so sweet. It is like such just like a niche thing to have a small group of people that you connect with just deeply on so many levels. And I actually had a recent experience like over the last couple summers with a really small ballet community that I connected with, and just like complete strangers coming together, and all of a sudden we're sharing our entire life stories with each other, and calling and crying on the phone at midnight. You just understand each other on this level that nobody else really understands you on. And so I was super just thrilled that she got to experience that in her own way, in her own community. And it's just been sweet for me to see the ghosty community at large recognize what a sweet, compassionate person she is, because she's always been like that. We've always loved that about her, but it's fun for other people to get to share in it and enjoy her friendship also. That was nice.
What a time to be alive that we have opportunities like this to not network in a business sense, but just in this other godly community. It's so cool.
Yes.
For the ballet example you gave too, it's like whether or not they're godly, you share that I don't know, commonality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a Christian ballet company, so they share that in common too. And
Yes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All the levels.
Yeah, so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
It probably especially makes a difference too when you share the connection of faith too, because it's it takes something that it's oh, we all have this one thing in common to we have this one thing in common, and also we have
some
a heart thing in
Yeah.
common, something
Right.
a deep belief. And that has even been cool, like hearing you guys talk about how there have been so many different areas of the faith. Like it's all one faith, it's all Christ. And even though not every single person is necessarily a Christian, but it's like there's this but for the most part, you share that common faith, even though there's people all across the spectrum of, you know, different denominations and different styles, different flavors, but it's
core
like,
values are the same.
yeah, the core value. Yeah.
Holy kiss people. There was session 2 had some holy kissers.
I'm pretty sure that's Timon's also.
I'm not joking, but I'm teasing. There was like some people from like that denomination that like they greet each other with a holy kiss or something.
Well, technically they were non-denominational, but when they were talking about Timon, that's is it a apostolic church, AC or whatever? Like that his faith is.
Yeah, I think so.
Better, but I really forget all
I was very much like we were on the cruise and they were talking about this, and I was just like absorbing the conversation, just not like involved in the conversation, just like I'm just a bystander listening to them talk with Timon.
Taking it all in.
Oh my God, this is very intriguing. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Timon was all.
No.
It
was like
males
do
I
that.
know. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. It didn't seem like
Really?
it was like that. Yeah, it seemed like it was co-ed. Mostly grandpas is what Timon said.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When I was in Mexico, it was the greeting that everybody did was like you shake a hand and you like kiss cheek.
The Latin, whatever.
And it was just very interesting. Like every single person, it's like you went around the room and you like cheek kissed every single person. And so I got a lot of like faces on my face. Yeah.
Okay. Why did I make that joke? Yeah, let's keep going. Let's roll it on back. My bad.
Take it away.
Good. Okay. I don't know how many details we want from this because I literally wrote down everything that happened.
We have a speech jammer moment happening right here.
Yeah.
All right.
There was like a little bit of a break in the.
It's still happening.
We're probably in part that has rough signal.
Well, hey, whatever it is, better than Riverside.
True. I'm not going to run out of storage 15 times during this recording.
That's right, because it's recording on my laptop right now. Love it. All right.
Perfect. That made me so mad.
First, walk us through like what was your in Gulf Shores? How were you keeping such detailed notes? Like, what were you like kind of consistently going back to your phone, or just like at the end of the day, you just like spent an hour to yourself? Like,
yeah, pretty much at the end of the day in bed, I did all this. Did some of this on the way there, started it, and then on the way back, also finished a little bit as well. So, yeah, first day, woke up and did my sit-ups, got ready to go.
We got a lot of details. Here we go.
Yeah. Picked Lindsay up and said bye to her boys. Went to the airport.
Oh, this is pre-airport. I thought we were like
This is pre-airport.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
this is day one.
You prep your day for the flight. You get some exercise in right off the bat.
Yes. Had to get the sit-ups out of the way. Thought I was going to be doing sit-ups every day in Gulf Shores. I asked Jake, I said, hey, does 2 hours of pickleball or 6 hours of beach volleyball count as my workout for the day, since you're the one who started this challenge? And he said yes. So anyways, day one was the day.
Ball the other day, which is a little bit embarrassing.
Oh, I was sore too.
I would say.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I was sore after 5 minutes of the running sea around we did. From running in the sand, like uphill. I was actually so sore from that, which is pathetic, but you could get back to ballet.
Yeah, you're an athlete.
Yeah.
It makes me feel better though.
Yeah. Ashlyn's trying to convince me to join ballet again, which I probably will sometimes, but it's going to kick my butt. It's been a while.
This is a random memory, but has Ashlyn seen the video that like you choreographed to Jake's jingle?
Oh yeah, that's great.
No, I didn't know this existed.
It's great.
It's so funny.
I don't think I've seen
It's so dumb. I can't wait. It's super dumb. But it's fun.
It's kind of dumb for sharing with sisters.
100%.
Can you share it with me too?
True.
I don't think it's dumb. I only said that's why I air quoted.
It was though.
Should we post it
this up
on the maybe send me the video.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Send me the video file and I'll just post it to the Ghosties on Second YouTube channel.
No, that's okay.
I want
Doesn't need to be public.
Hey, if I could put out the video of me and Shelby in high school, you can put out the video of you dancing to the jig.
That is my favorite video on the internet. I will just say that.
I actually
the musical one. If my husband does not do that with me, then I don't want it. Pre-divorce. Like, if you're not gonna do that with me before we're married, then that's just not gonna happen.
Oh, hey, there's a ghosty cup. Show the camera this cup.
Yes. Yeah,
There for any Islanders.
did all the girls get something, or did you pick?
Yeah, no, they were just randomly in your bags.
Okay.
Some of us traded. Like I traded with
I have a light blue.
Kelly. She wanted green, I wanted blue. So yeah, boom, boom.
Oh.
Wait, show the camera your ghosty cup from the Gulf Shores Getaway.
Oh, it's so dark.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so dark. Yeah, darn it. Sorry.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Whatever.
We'll be home in like 10 minutes.
Like Brad made the cups and stuff. He was like all excited about it. And then like everyone in session 2, like everyone was talking about how they wanted to buy all these Owala cups.
Oh.
And
I bought Kedron while we were there.
Oh man.
I
One of my students the other day was like, I had this cup. She's like, Miss Maddie, Stanleys are out and Owalas are in. You need to get a new water bottle. Oh, I said,
These are out. I didn't know that.
Well, Owalas are more in all of a sudden. It's kind of like when Facebook overtook MySpace.
Mhm.
But what's really funny is
Walla, because it was this much cheaper than a Stanley.
yeah, like Shelby got an Owala back when Stanleys were like all the rage because it was like the cheaper version.
Yeah.
And then now those are the better version. I don't know. Doesn't make sense
Yetis
to me.
were before.
No.
crazy.
Yeah. All right, sorry, we interrupted. So sit-ups,
We can do it now.
airplane.
Sorry.
So sit-ups, you picked up Lindsay, hopped on the airplane.
This is before we got on the airplane, just so you know. Airport.
Okay,
Um, vibes are up. I spilled Chick-fil-A sauce all over my legs and my phone, but vibes were still up. Had to write that down.
were you listening to Vibes Are
A
Up?
little bit.
I should have been.
Vibes
Good
up,
song.
vibes
Yeah.
are up.
We had 2 extremely fast flights. I still don't understand how this works. We had 2 1-hour flights and we were in Pensacola. We got spoiled with our seats. Both flights, we had a seat in between us. It was so nice.
Hashtag.
We got to the airport and I think I might have almost exploded. Like I was so excited. And I see like the couches and I see a bunch of people, faces I recognize from the Facebook group and the group me, and I was just so excited and saw some faces that I knew from Main Street Roasters, and then slowly made my rounds and met everybody. So fun. And then I shuttled to the house with Isaac McDonald, Isaac and Emily Brace, and Caitlin. And it was a good time. Isaac had the Spotify DJ going, and it was playing worship music and Justin Bieber. So it was just my vibe. We were having a good time. So fun. We arrived, and the goodie bag was incredible. This is really exposing me. Played it somewhat cool, then headed to room to cry. I think I cried 27 times on this trip, and I hope that people only know about the one time on the beach, but I just kept having to go to my room to like cry tears of joy for like 10 minutes, and then I'd come back down and join everybody. Just
Wait, what about the one time on the beach? What was that?
ate dinner.
Are you planning on getting there later?
I'll get into that.
Okay.
Yeah. We ate dinner. For dinner, we had Caesar salad, chicken nuggets, grapes, good watermelon. And the first night I sat with Courtney, Brad, Michaela, Jessica, and Lindsay. Brad mixed up the words for Blurry Creatures podcast and accidentally called it the Fuzzy Creatures podcast. So I had to write that down. That made me laugh. We went over the rules. Be cool and don't get in other people's cubbies. Then the economy got started and we played Guess Who with everybody. It was so fun. Caleb dominated.
Yeah. That was so fun. So listener/watchers, Maddie made Guess Who, like Ghosty Guess Who, and it was the coolest thing. And then it was way cooler that like I sat down and just like boom, 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 like just knocked like 4 wins out in a row. But then I was dethroned by Lisa Gluck. Was it Lisa?
Lisa.
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
By the way, when Caleb was telling me about that, I was like, babe, did you remember that I wanted to do that as like family
Oh,
Christmas?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was cool because I love the idea. I'm like, oh, that's so
You want to do
awesome.
it for Ghost Runners too, or do it for like
No,
your family?
we wanted to do it
Yeah,
like
that's
for
fun.
our families, like just
Yeah, that's a cool
to
idea.
be a funny Christmas gift for family members.
That was thinking cool though. I mean, it was just like
It's so fun.
That was a great idea.
that, and like that was the coolest thing. I just can't emphasize enough like
Yeah.
how cool it was to see it like in person, and then they took it home. So because I was wondering like where did it go, but like of course they took it home. It was like the one copy that they had, but it wasn't around in session 2. So like that was one of the magical things about session 1 is like
Yes, sir.
yeah. Go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I negotiated with Brad for $5 for making the Guess Who, and I got denied. Negotiated with Jake, got my $5. Um, that was
That's like
fun.
turned out to be not worth
Did
much.
lots of chatting. Say that again, sorry.
$5 turned out to not be worth much at all.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I had to start low because Brad was being real tough, as you know, Caleb.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jake was letting the Bucks fly with me all week, so I appreciate that. Chatted with lots of people, played rummy with Hannah Warner and Janelle Danielle, and then Mariah and Caleb came out and joined, and we chatted about musicals. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And then we all
Oh.
ended up sitting over by the pool and chatted. And then this was the time that Caleb is holding a dragonfly, and I didn't even want that thing near me, let alone I didn't want to see someone eat it. So I went inside and did not watch that go down because it was already, the thought of it made me nauseous. I could not watch it. But after that happened and you gained a whole $35 for that,
Impressive.
I came back out. Yeah, we chatted until 2, went up to bed, and then I couldn't sleep. And then
Wait.
after I finally fell asleep, I woke up 30 minutes later hoping it was time to wake up.
We were all awake till about that.
Yeah, were we all out there until 2, or did like you guys hang out later than? Because I feel like 2 sounds late.
I think most people were up till between 1 and 2 that first night.
I guess there was maybe other things going on inside or something.
Yeah.
But so before that, though, like before the Dragonfly, when you mentioned us talking about musicals outside, like everybody at the table, we like went around and we were talking about if we could like, if you could gender swap a role, like who would you want to play?
Oh yeah.
I know that sounds funny, but like
Yeah.
And I can't remember, like I think I said now this would come up later in session 2, this would become a thing, but like I think I said, what is this feeling? I would want to do that song. Then we're talking about like what song would you want to do?
Good song.
Yeah, from a Broadway musical.
Yeah, you explained
I
that.
see you were talking about like a movie character or
Yeah.
something like
Oh,
that.
like specifically from musicals. If you could like take the opposite gender, if it was a man role or a woman role instead of the other.
Because I was gonna say for some reason, like I always when
Or maybe it was
I'm
popular.
putting on some kind of caricature, I always slip into some kind of dude role. Like
I think that's why
always
it came up.
silly voices and like whatever. It's just like I tend to go towards a guy. I don't know why.
Do you remember who you said, Maddie?
I think I probably said King George from Hamilton. I think that'd be so fun.
Amazing song. Oh my gosh. Do you
Such
get
a good song.
the Groff sauce?
The Groff sauce.
The Groff sauce. Yeah. Disgusting. Don't give me a front row seat for that show.
So Jonathan Groff, the guy who plays that character, he famously, like in all the different performances,
Yeah.
he just
He's a
spits
major spitter.
a lot.
Yeah, he
while
just lets
stands
it fly.
and talks and stuff. So it's just like if you see it like in the light, you can just see it like
Spewing everywhere.
He probably
It's disgusting. It's so gross.
because
And the like
sing better without having to worry about it. I don't know.
I'm good. I don't know who that is. And I'm
isn't he the voice of Kristoff
Yeah.
from Frozen?
Yes.
mhm.
The movie.
He was also wasn't he in Glee as well?
I
think he
know
also
the
used to be in
movie
the show.
Frozen, but I don't know the characters.
You will one day. You will.
Hamilton? He's King George?
I don't.
He's the one white
Never
guy.
seen it.
Oh,
It's all good. The
I
one white
watched the
guy.
play. I think Hamilton is the play we saw when we were in London before we had kids.
No
Oh,
way.
I think so. Yeah, they have a tons of. I mean,
Hey.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Like the West
That
End.
that was like no, it was like downtown. Anyways, the seats were so. I was having like jumper's knee or something like that, some problem with my knee, and it was like. I mean, it's just like tendonitis.
It sounds like a
the
British
calf,
problem.
whatever.
Jumper's knee.
Yeah, and we were
Jumper's
walking a
knee.
bunch. So anyways,
crochet
the seats were like so.
tennis elbow.
Apparently, they just have really small people in London, or like did
Mm.
theater in the like late 1800s, because it was not built for a 5'10" Caucasian guy. It was built for like a midget or something. So
Funny.
Well, they'd be
Sounds like-
A
Caucasian.
0.5% black guy would not fit in these seats.
You're right.
Yeah,
But
lots of Indian influence.
I was gonna toss in here. I have a cousin-ish, second,
Okay.
third cousin, something like that, that sings opera. And whenever she would come and visit, we would always do the Phantom of the Opera, but she would be
Oh,
and I would be the Phantom. So,
That's right.
and then they asked me to do it like I had, I had reached that point where I had begun to feel the shame of it. Like, what am I doing? Why are we still doing this? Like,
no, me and my friends, two of my friends, we hang out annually to watch Phantom of the Opera, and we go feral. It's the most feral I've ever
oh,
acted.
Phantom of the Opera.
Was that
It's so good.
Yeah.
And
Oh, by the way, in the High School Musical video that you saw of me and Shelby, that was a variety show. And in
Mhm.
the variety show, Corey,
Was
like
Phantom of the Opera.
during intermission moments, or not intermission, but yeah, in between scenes, there'd be like some Phantom music that came on, and he would like be sneaking through the crowd, like with his
Yeah.
cape and
Yeah.
that mask and everything.
That's amazing.
I love you guys. Oh,
And we
God.
also, Corey and I did like a magic show
Oh,
during
yes.
like one of
That
the
was fun.
yeah. It was like all set to music. It was no
Yeah, it
words.
was like a funny thing. It was
Yeah,
like truly
yeah.
magic.
Yeah. So I'll have to
People didn't
find
get it. They were like clapping.
people didn't
like,
get it. They thought that we were like trying to do magic, like to be
this stuff.
impressive. They didn't realize that we were like it was all a big joke and like we were
Oh man, that's rough.
we'll take it.
You understand what the one Shark Tank team felt like to bomb.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
honestly-
but they gave us applause, but like it was
Oh,
almost-
give you applause.
I was gonna say
they felt bad for
I
us
didn't-
applause. Like
I didn't know this until just this moment.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, if you rewatch the video, you'll
Oh.
you'll feel the vibe.
I'll
So
rewatch the video.
I'll take like a screen recording of the video and I'll post it up on the Ghosty Sound Second channel.
Good. Good.
Now, Ashlyn, a quick question for you. What are ways in which you and Maddie are similar, and what are things that you guys are like so polar opposite? Like you're so into this, and Maddie doesn't give a care about it at all.
I love plants, and Maddie does not care about plants whatsoever.
I was gonna
Um,
say we have opposite personalities. as
We
well.
do. Yeah, that was just one random way that came to the
So
top of
you're
my
like-
head. We do
you're like
have very
Dorothy
different
Jordan.
personalities. I'm kind of just like I don't know, trying to brush it
Antisocial?
off, like whatever kind of person. And Maddie has a very sensitive, sweet heart. She cries a lot more easily than I do, which is not a bad thing.
I cry 6 times a day, and she cries maybe 6 times a year. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm very extroverted, and you're an introvert. I
Yeah,
think that's our main difference.
yeah, that is the main difference.
What's the age?
2 years.
The age difference is 10 years.
10 years. I thought you said
You're
2
saying
years
two
earlier.
with her and the other sister, I think.
So there's 2 years between the sister that's in between the two of us. So I'm 31 and she's 29, and then 20, and then we have almost 18-year-old brother and an 8-year-old brother. So wild age gaps in our family, but it keeps it fun.
That's great. You're still younger than us. We're all 33 and 34 over here. So
Yes, yep. We laugh that and the littlest brother too, are just like schooled in all of the generations. Like you can tell you had siblings that were significantly older, like having influence on you.
Loved the VHS player.
Yes.
Yeah.
I introduced you to The Sound of Music, so
Yeah.
you're welcome for being a Broadway baby, I guess.
I used to watch The Sound of Music on the VHS player and practice headstands. So I would just literally watch The Sound of Music in a headstand,
Like upside down.
upside down. So, yeah.
Jeez.
All right, we made it home. So you good if we take like a 2-minute break and I'll go inside? Sorry. Yeah.
All right. Main Street Roasters.
So
Quickly.
earlier this I didn't have to tell the story. Goodness gracious. Earlier this week, Sunny, I was just singing to her, like we're playing around. I was like, stinky stink, Sunny's a stinky stink. And I was like singing it to that tune. And she looks up at me, she goes, popular. And I was like, how do you even know that? It was so funny. I don't even know that because I never listened to that song.
Corey's like, cool.
I'm just thinking of like there's a show, I think it's Little Angel or whatever it's
Say it faster.
on Netflix, and
Yeah,
it's like
just kidding.
there's like stupid nursery rhymes that are. It sounded similar to what you were saying. I thought that's where you were going. But said it, so
All right, day 2. As soon as the alarm went off, I was awake. I was ready for pickleball. Had a great latte before we left, thanks to Hannah. I miss Hannah Jennings lattes every day. We went to pickleball, and it was so fun. I have never played a sport that I enjoyed so much before pickleball. And I can't stop thinking about it, and I'm going to play tomorrow. I'm very excited. It was so fun. I played 4 rounds. Not trying to brag, but I did win every round the first day. It was a good time. So fun. And it was also very hot. I think that's the hottest I've ever felt in my whole life. But got back to the Airbnb that day. We were eating lunch. I wasn't feeling like super hungry, and so I just kind of like sat down on the couch, and I was going to wait until the line died down to grab my food. And me and Jake ended up started talking, and then we ended up having like a pretty long conversation, and it was just so sweet. Him and Brad are both so kind. Like, can't emphasize that enough, just how kind they are. Like, the details they remembered about my life that I told them at Main Street Roasters. Like, I know they were meeting hundreds of people, all that stuff, and yet they like still remembered those things about me. Just everything they said, I appreciated, and it meant a lot to me. It was funny because I had my water bottle that's like covered in stickers out with me, and so Jake was like, okay, explain all of these to me, I want to know. And then Brad comes and sits down, and that is the first question he asked, so that was funny. Gave them both a little sticker tour of my water bottle. And then
I had both of them coming through. Yeah,
That's
I was sitting with you.
I saw you guys sitting there.
Yeah.
yeah, it was so fun. And then you came out for this, Caleb. A bunch of people came out, and we were talking. Our conversation was about faith, phobias, Nephilim, and flat Earth. So, good conversation.
Was Tyler Tom?
Yeah, I felt bad because Tyler Tong came and sat down. Like right when he sat down, I was like, so I had seen this like documentary about flat Earth, and like everyone's like, oh, and I was like, oh, sorry, I knew that's like our one thing to relate on that I could talk to. And anyway, I like immediately regretted it, but then it kind of like people kind of got up and walked away, and there was like 4 or 5 people left who just like sat there, like Alvaro and like some other people. And it was just kind of cool just to hear more thoughts, not on flat Earth, but about other things. It was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good conversation. And then, like, during this conversation, all my phobias are getting brought up, and Brad is like, Maddie, you are going to go in the ocean. Like, you're going to do it. And I kept telling him no, like, probably not, but it's fine. And he was just like, you're going to do it. And so he had, like, convinced me enough that we were just, like, going to go down and, like, just put our, like, feet in. And so we went in, like, got our swimsuits on, and as soon as we did, Emily Brace comes in. Guys, I got stung by a jellyfish, and it hurts really bad. And her foot was all swollen, and it was just dramatic irony at its finest. Just so funny. Not funny that she got hurt, but just amazing comedic timing. But then we hung out at the beach, played Can Jam, all that. I finally faced my fears a little bit, and yeah, saw so many jellyfish. It was crazy. And then the storm came rolling in, played Sia, talked about that on the podcast. So fun. I'm never one to like join in on games really, especially when the game is football tossing, but had a good time. It was very fun. A new side of me came out on this trip that I've never seen before.
That was such a good, like that first time we played Sia. It was raining and people were holding on their tents, and we're like, no, we're playing. And it was like acupuncture rain.
Oh yeah,
like
it was stinging.
It was like painful.
Yeah.
So fun.
I had that big straw hat on that, I was made fun of a lot in this trip for like always having long sleeve swim shirts, like hooded swim shirts, big straw hat.
So easily.
And hey, I survived the entire week without a sunburn.
I'm amazed. Like, because that's
me too. I'm blown away.
We ride in the car for 15 minutes and the sun's going through the window and he's like, I feel it. I'm sunburned on my neck.
I don't complain about it that
That's
often.
crazy.
It's not that you're complaining. It's that it happens.
Whatever. Well,
I'm just saying that it happens.
I just meant to say that's when the straw hat came.
That's what he looks like when he mows the lawn too.
That's when you wanted to go get one.
No, that's when I had my straw hat on, and it was like protecting my face from that stinging rain.
So, yeah, because it hurt, and like also I don't know if it was like I had touched the ocean and like touched my eyes, or if the rain was salty, but there was some sort of salt or sand in my eyes every time it rained, and it hurt, but it was still nothing was ruining the vibe. It was so fun. Yeah. Then the guy who was in the house next to us lost his canopy in the ocean, and so me and Emily went out to go help him with that, and that was quite interesting. Sprinted down there, and that poor thing, we had to break all of the legs off the canopy for it to even like fold. It was destroyed. But anyways, played more games. So fun. And at this point, I'm poor and need to earn money. I hear that some trivia is going on in the pool. Not good at trivia, but I was gonna join. Sucked at trivia.
Me too.
Then next was the breath holding competition. Sorry, say that again.
Same here. That trivia in the pool thing, I got like $5 maybe, like one answer.
I think I got like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I don't think I even got anything. It was bad.
I got that.
Yeah, next was the breath holding competition. I missed the first one apparently. So then I'm here for the second one, and Jake was like, Maddie, you want to get in on this action? And I said, I don't think so. I do not think I can hold my breath for 2 minutes like Isaac had. And he said, okay, we're going to do something else. And so he basically, set up this whole thing where it's like, okay, Isaac is going to go first. And then after 10 seconds, you joined in, Caleb, right?
Yep.
And then I got a 30-second head start, and then I had to join. And my heart started racing. I was like, this is a lot of pressure. I don't think anyone bet money on me, thankfully, but I still was feeling the pressure. So I was like trying to keep myself calm. Yeah.
Like who was going to win and stuff, and nobody bet on me either. So like I remember like when I won the whole thing and got up, and I was like, none of you bet money on it either. Sorry, go ahead.
It's rude. They didn't have any faith in you. But yeah, I don't blame them for not having faith in me. So I'm like psyching myself up. We're gonna do this, and I get ready to go. Plug my nose, go underwater, and just immediately, like, my whole body just, like, shot up out of the water. And I could not, for the life of me, stay underwater. I don't know why, but I could hear everybody laughing, and so then that was making me laugh and lose all of my breath. So, did not win. But I did last a minute, which is better, kind of, than I expected, because I'm just not good at that stuff, so... But then we were all trying to float on our backs, and I can't do that. So can't stay underwater when I'm trying to, and can't float when I'm trying to.
At least you weren't like Caleb was like floating around the entire pool for the 3 minutes. Okay, I guess everyone's gonna move.
But it worked.
Yeah.
So what I did is I just like went lifeless and limp in the. Yeah. So I'm just like my body just like
really
just like floating like this and like so. I figured if I like as little movement as possible.
Yeah, but Isaac did he was holding himself down.
Right, he was using some of his air by doing that, I think. In some way, it makes sense. Like the energy that he had to use to keep himself down.
He's just like using a thumb to like hold himself, I think.
But you have like that takes some concentration and like still keeping yourself still. I did it the first time. So the first time I could only get to 98 seconds or something like that. Yeah. And it was when I was doing that. So this time I was like, I'm doing it my own way. And I like, yeah. All right. So anyway, got to 3.
You guys ever watch Survivor?
Back in when it first started, like.
Do you know the challenge where they're in the ocean? They've got like the grates over them, and they have to like hold their breath, and then the tide like kind of rolls in. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like painful to watch for me. It makes me feel panicked watching it. But also, I want it for next year. Like I'm practicing before we go back next year, and I want to do that Survivor challenge in the pool. I'm ready, ready to win some bucks.
Oh yeah, Fear. Have you seen Fear Factor?
No, I don't think I could handle that show. From what I have seen.
Okay. All right.
Crazy.
That tracks.
We headed inside for dinner. Had the best Qdoba bowls. Oh my gosh. I am serious. I have had dreams about Hortensia salsa. I need it now. I can't wait for it. Yeah. Oh man.
Wasn't that her daughter that made the salsa? I'm pretty sure Elizabeth made it.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. Whoever made it, I want it now. Like I need it. It was so good.
By the way, I don't think you were there for this. I think this was a session 2 thing. We find out Elizabeth watches the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
No, I was there.
You were there? That was okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. That's crazy.
Wow. That was session 1. I can't even think straight. Sorry. Go ahead.
Never mind.
What?
Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, you keep going.
Yeah, so we're not allowed to talk again.
I'm not allowed to talk.
No, you guys. I feel like I did too much talking.
And then I saw her face.
Right. I've never seen Shrek, guys, either. Okay. I've never seen Shrek.
Oh, Shrek.
But you knew what we were singing. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, I knew it was the Shrek song. Never seen it though.
Shrek, they talk about that.
Something fun.
You haven't heard it yet, but they talk about Shrek on Wednesday's episode.
Okay. All right.
Shrek, you'll get it. You'll get it.
Educate me, Jake and Brad, please. Something funny that happened at dinner is I pulled a water bottle out of the cooler and it was like wet from being in the cooler, and so I put a napkin underneath, and Jake was like, "That was really considerate of you." And I don't know why, that just made me laugh. Like, I thought it was such a normal thing to do. But yeah, that was funny. Then it was time for the game night, and I was part of team Vibes in my veins dog, because we were team 2, so Vibes in my veins dog. We got assigned our games. I had to do the surprise game, which I was really nervous for, but ended up being fine. And then we had to give the Shark Tank presentation, and that was probably one of the times I felt most nervous in my whole life. Like, dancing in front of like 700 people, Shark Tank presentation in front of Jake and Brad. I mean, they're pretty equal. I was really nervous. We did it, and after that, I feel like I can public speak in front of anyone.
Yeah, well, that's great.
Yeah.
There's a different kind of pressure when you feel like you have to be funny, like, you know.
And I just hate public speaking. I had to give a speech at graduation in front of like 30 people, which 20 of them were probably my family. And I literally like prayed that God would give me a fever so I could not go.
Gosh.
And so, yeah, I hate public speaking. Even though I talk 24/7, I can't stand it. But
it's a different thing.
Anyways, yeah, proud to be part of Alvaro's team. We got this, mama. He carried.
Alvaro, fantastic.
Still was poor after game night. Didn't do so well. I negotiated with Brad about giving me money for facing fears. Didn't give me any. Jake gave me $5, so I'll take it.
Like, Jake's pretty loose with the monies. Give me 5 here and there.
Yeah, give me $5. Then we played bank, and then we were playing other games, and then I got interrupted by a text from Lindsay that said, "Go look to the left of the ocean." And there was like some guy on a paddleboard with a flashlight, and Mariah was like, "Maddie, I'll give you $10 to go run and see what he's doing." And then he started paddling the opposite way, so I had to do a good sprint to catch up to him. I was like, "Hey, what's he doing?"
After you or something, I was like, "Somebody go with her to make sure that she's okay." Like,
Thank you. Yeah, it was probably a dumb decision.
Maddie just running off into the dark of the night on the beach to go confront a man holding a spear or something, and I'm like, yeah, maybe
Holding something.
send a dude, like somebody go. Anyway,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Has a harpoon and a peg leg.
but I'm gonna get $10.
But I got $10. And then we all watched Shooting Stars together, and it was so fun.
That was sweet.
Then we went to bed. Okay, day 3 is a bit shorter here. Woke up super early and played pickleball. Didn't do so well that day, but it's okay. We watched our first recap vid in the living room, which was so fun. This was the day we hung out on the beach and played Psychiatrist. Great time. So fun. Did some 5 and 10. Brad shocked me by knowing lots of ballet terms, like go Brad. That was fun.
That's right.
Me and Lisa, Holly, and Jessica went on a little beach walk, which was really fun. And then we headed to the cruise. Cruise was fun, good time. And then we went to Lambert's. Do you want me to tell the Lambert story?
Yeah.
Do you know the Lambert story?
Maybe. I'll tell it. Just tell it.
Okay, I'm going to try to make it quick. So, I have celiac, so can't have gluten. But I had like searched in advance, and Google said that like there will be some options here. Honestly, wasn't even feeling that hungry, and would have been fine just like waiting to get back to the Airbnb and like eating a little snack. But I'm like looking at this menu. The menu is marked in like a really confusing way, to be honest. And yeah, it was a little strange. I sat at a table with Maddie and Gabe Oliver and Isaac Brace, Courtney Miller, and Isaac McDonald. And they were all joking that it was like a war zone for me because gluten is just being thrown everywhere. So that was funny. But our waitress gets there, and I ask her, like, hey, can I do the Caesar salad, but with just like no croutons or anything else that would have gluten in it? And she looked at me like I was asking her to like go fetch a cow, kill it, butcher it, and like cook the steak in front of me right there. Like, I don't know. She just acted like it was the most insane question. And I just was kind of stunned. I didn't know what to do. She was just staring at me. And so I just kind of said, like, just a Caesar salad, no croutons. Yeah. And she, like, snatched the menu out of my hand and she's looking at it, just going, nah, nah. And so again, I'm just like, Caesar salad, just no croutons on top. And then I'm also informed that the salads come in bread bowls. And so I said, can I just get that in a regular bowl? And she just goes, no. And so it was just bizarre. I was not upset about it. People kept apologizing to me. It was not a big deal. I was fine. But
I get
it
fired
was just
when somebody acts like that at a restaurant. I'm like, who are you? Like, what in the world?
Courtney Miller and Maddie Oliver were about to like throw hands with the lady. I was fine. So yeah, I end up ordering like this ham. Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was saying, to be semi-fair, like I think we were there like at closing time, which
So I
that
think
doesn't
the
get
Yeah.
excused,
Yeah.
but I'm just
I think she had a little bit of a attitude because of that, maybe a little bit.
yeah. There was attitude.
Oh, I agree with
Some
you.
of the waitresses, like with us too, like not about special orders, just like in general. So maybe it's the same way.
Yeah.
Here's the
I don't
point,
know. It was
waitress. You get tips. And so it is only putting money in your pocket to be nice to people and to serve them well. That all that's doing is putting money in your pocket. So really
Great shit, girl.
good grief.
Yeah.
Good.
it was so funny. I was really not upset. It was just so funny. But yeah, sat there, watched Isaac eat like 17 rolls and
Grace?
No.
Isaac McDonald,
Sorry.
30 packs of butter. But yeah, like I said before this, really not hungry that much. Like, I don't know, I was just ordering a salad to get something light. About 2 minutes after I order, Isaac Brace had ordered a side salad, and it comes in a normal bowl with no croutons on it. And so we're all just laughing about that. And then this ham comes out in a skillet that is just like massive. And it was just so funny. It was very salty. I ate just a few bites, and Isaac McDonald was like, Maddie, if I were you, I just would have ordered a salad. But so Lambert's was just quite the adventure. I drank like 3 of those gallon cups of sweet tea though, so I was fine.
Well, I bought those cups at the end of the trip, and then I left it at the house. I know. Sad. I was gonna
I'm
plan
so sorry.
having it as like the Friday pickleball paddles, and then the Lambert's cup, and then nope.
That's devastating. So sorry.
That's okay. It was a fun experience, but like I get why it's like take a year off of Lambert's.
Yeah, it was fun. We went twice too. It was fun, but like unnecessary amounts of food.
I mean, the whole thing with like the throwing the rolls, like that was the funnest part.
That was fun for like the first time, and then the second time. I mean, that was it. That's
Well, and if I could just like get a handful of fried okra over your drink again, that'd make it worth it. You weren't there, but at our table, I held my hand over. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take some of that okra," and I held my hand out
unintentionally. But I was like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
And he like put it in my hand, and I like put it, and I did it again. And then in session 2, I did the same thing, but this time it all fell and spilled over into.
I was on a different table.
It wasn't his drink.
Oh no,
Kara's drink. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh man.
Keep going.
After Lambert's, I hit a wall. I had never felt so tired in my life. I had to take Dramamine for the cruise because I get really motion sick, and that stuff knocks me out. And so I actually was running on 2 hours of sleep, and then I took Dramamine on top of it. And so I hit this wall. I was like, guys, I cannot stay awake. I have to go to sleep on the way back. I hope you're not offended. And they're like, of course not, Maddie. Apparently, I was riding with Courtney and the Braces. Apparently, they were like blasting music on the way home. I was asleep and like literally dreaming that I was like back at the Airbnb. And then we pull into the driveway and the bump kind of woke me up. Nope. I was fully dreaming and asleep. But I got back and I didn't want to miss out on anything. I was determined to make the most of every minute of this trip. And so I get back and I check in with Jake to see what's going on. And he's like, I think we're just hanging out, but you need to go to bed. I think this is the closest we're ever going to see you to being hungover, which is probably true. And I still was like, no, I'm gonna fight for my life to stay awake. And so I like sat on the couch in the living room. I also figured, oh, I have to write the jingle for the podcast tomorrow morning. So I sat down in the living room trying to do that, and I was actually falling asleep. And so then I heard Guess That Song was going on outside. So I went out there, played Guess That Song. We did a musical theater round that put some energy back in my veins, dog. And then next it was like decades round and 60s music, and could not be more clueless when it comes to that world. So then I sat back down, kind of in the corner, and I was working on the jingle. And Jake comes over. He's like, hey, I know you are like, we'll do anything for a buck. There's a crab contest going down, a crab catching contest. Like, you want in? And at first, I said absolutely not, because I'm terrified of the ocean. I don't want to touch a crab. And it's pitch black outside, which just makes it even more scary. But then I was like, on second thought, who's out there? And he said, only Isaac. And so I was in my pajamas. I sprinted down. I was in the ocean. And I decided, like, I have to do this before my brain realizes what I'm doing, because this is terrifying. And I see this, like, big crab. And I realize, how am I going to catch this? I'm scared. I don't want to touch it. Then here comes Bracy running. I say, Bracy, you want to make a deal, work together as a team? Bracy brought a solo cup down, which was really smart. I didn't bring anything. And so we teamed up, and we didn't catch the first crab, but I found another big one. We caught it. We sprinted back. I fully, like, completely wiped out, but we made it back. We won. So I got $75 for that. So shout out Bracy. Went to bed. Day 4, I wrote the jingle during breakfast, which was fun. Then we did the podcast. Then hung out at the pool, and we played Universally Loved Movies. That was fun. Then we went to the beach. Say that again?
That's when the Lord of the Rings thing came up with Elizabeth.
Yeah, that was a good time. This was the day that we played beach volleyball for so long, and I had the best time. That was so fun. That was so fun.
Yeah. Top 5 moment of the entire week.
Oh,
if not even top 3. I mean,
yeah.
Anywhere I know you said 6. I thought it was maybe 4, but I'm up for it being 6.
I think I was saying 6.
I have no idea.
Also, like, checking me.
Let's just go with 6. Let's just say 6. 6 hours of volleyball.
But it was like,
that was epic. Like,
to paint the picture, it was like never fully like beating down sunny. It was like cloudy, rain, a little warming up, and then it would rain again, and then it would warm up. And so it was like just perfect. Like, and it was some of that painful rain a little bit, but like it was just perfect. Like, you were never getting so super hot or like sunburned probably. So it was really
Yeah. And everyone was just nice, because I'm not good at volleyball, as everybody now knows. But everybody was still nice to me about it, and still was like letting me be on their team, even when it was for money. And I had one moment that was just I still feel bad about it. We were like rotating people out, and I was out waiting to be, waiting for it to be my turn. And I was like kind of completely zoned out. And then all of a sudden the ball came at me, and I just hit it. And it was like game point. And then like the team would have won, and I just ruined it because I hit the ball. And I still feel so bad about it. That was so stupid. So yeah, again, not good at volleyball, but I'm going to work on it before next year.
Yeah, that's so true.
That's probably on the other team, but I don't remember that.
That's kind of the perfect picture, though, or the perfect, not picture. I don't know, whatever. It's a good picture of like how the entire week was. Like, that's just how the community is. Like, there was never any moment where people were like, "Oh, I hope they don't come around." Like, it was, unless people are doing that to me
or overly serious or whatever.
No, everybody was just like,
you can't think of who it is. It's probably you.
Everyone was like inclusive. Everyone was just like enjoying each other, and like for better or worse. Like, there were times that there were like the first couple of games I was really bad at volleyball, and then like I kind of got the hang of it, and I felt better about it, because at first I was like, like that feeling of like when you're just letting your team down again and again. It's not a
yes.
But then when a couple like were like diving saves, right? Like score a point off diving face first, and then Jake's like, I remember that, kid. And I was like, and I'll remember you saying that to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, somehow it got started that Jake was calling me coach. I don't know why that started, but that was funny. Just like the whole thing was just hilarious and so fun. And then every time I was like being rotated out and would just like watch people play, it's just cool to watch people be good at a sport because it's so hard. And like the Olivers and oh man, so many of you were just like so good and would like hit these spikes and do all these crazy things. And it was just very impressive and fun to watch. I also really loved watching Brad serve when he'd do like that little run and then just like yeet it over. And somehow it would be straight every time. I don't get it, but so fun.
Justin too.
Um,
Went up and
Yeah.
hit it. Yeah.
say that one more time.
And would kind of do that too, like that running up and serve it.
Yes.
Kind of hop. It was like halfway into the court or whatever.
Running.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It was very interesting, but it was always so entertaining to watch. I loved it.
We never did like a
Yeah.
jump serve.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Yeah. As you can imagine, if you've heard about it or seen the video, I was pretty covered in sand after volleyball. And I didn't know if the little shower head thing was gonna be enough for me to be able to walk inside the house without leaving a huge trail everywhere. And so Brad, Emily, and Bracy were like heading down to the ocean. And so I thought like, okay, I'm just gonna like stand ankle deep and like, brush off. And then they kept going deeper and deeper. And Brad was like, come on, Maddie, you can do it. You can do it. And so we went out like chin deep and I was starting to freak out a little bit. Just to be honest, it was a little scary. Couldn't see it, what was underneath me. Didn't love it. Brad was like, I'm going to distract you, Maddie. We're in deep water, so we're going to do deep questions. And as soon as someone started to ask a deep question, huge storm rolls in. All the tent canopies go flying. So we go swimming back as fast as we can to try to save the canopies.
Well,
that was fun.
to clarify, you guys did not swim back as fast as you could. I think there was.
I swam back as fast as I could.
Okay, maybe you did, but like the rest of the group, it was like the people that are closer to the canopies are in the water. They can get out because most of us had like everyone kind of separated, and it was like, is someone going to get to the canopies? Because they're like all upside down. Anyways, a lot of them got trashed, but it was just like, hey, the people in the water, like, why aren't you guys reacting faster? They're kind of like, someone will get that. Someone's
gonna get that. Yeah, it was crazy. Then after that, we got all the chaos under control. A bunch of people jumped in the pool. I tried LaCroix and it tasted like eraser shavings. That was what my thoughts were on that. Yeah, it was weird. Then it was time to go out for the group photo. And oh my gosh, the sky, the sunset was just one of the most beautiful things I have ever witnessed in my life. And just after being overtired and just all the emotions of the trip, my tears started flowing. And then they just could not stop flowing for like the next hour and a half, which I felt bad because I felt like I didn't want to bring down the vibe at all. And it wasn't sad tears. I was just so happy and like overwhelmed with emotion. And then like me and Lindsay were just like standing in the ocean, hugging and crying. And then, it was just a moment. It was
the last.
It was a moment.
Understandable.
Yeah.
It was fun. But yeah, after that, came in, had dinner, earned last minute bucks. Then it was speech jammer time. Me and Lindsay sat next to Brad for a little bit and watched the video of Bo catching the mouse for Catherine. We watched that live, which was fun. We played Happy Salmon, which is a fun game. If you've never played, definitely play.
Are you guys playing? And we were like
yes.
next to you guys. And I actually bought that game at Target the other day. Like I saw it on sale for like $7, and I was like, we're getting that game. Yeah. Because like
it's so fun.
A big group of people were playing it, and like they were going crazy. They were doing like crazy things. I don't even know. So I gotta learn how to play the game someday.
Yeah, the game itself is really simple and a little crazy. But then Tyler came in. He's like, "Okay, we're playing house rules. Here's what we're gonna do. Instead of playing with the people at the table, we're gonna have to go around the room and then like do the motions with people who aren't playing. And so like, your goal normally during the game is like to match with someone across from you. So like do this motion or fist bump or high five. But no, we had to go and do that stuff to random people to try to get rid of our deck of cards. And then like another prompt is like switching with another person. And so instead of switching, then we'd have to do a lap around the island. And also we had to do it all silent. And so I just chose Caleb and Corey as my victims. And so then I just came over and was like,
we're like playing Monopoly.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, like, okay, all right. Being like,
yep. It was a good time. It was time for the treasure room. I got the Friday pickleball paddle I was hoping for. I was so excited.
What did you get?
This was say that again. Sorry.
Which one did you get?
The black one with the little swirlies on the bottom. I'm sure that's what it's called on the website.
Yeah.
I think
It's called
exact description.
Ghostly, I think it's called. Black and white. Oh,
No.
sorry. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Tyler thought I was actually sports betting that night. That was just really funny. We played Speech Jam or Taboo, and then kind of packed up, went to bed, and I kid you not, like I woke myself up 5 times because I was playing beach volleyball in my dreams, and I was like falling off the bed. Like I kept waking up like as I'm falling off the bed, just in time to catch myself. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. And then on the last day, I woke up at 5 and went outside and like brought my Bible, my prayer journal out there and did that as the sun rose and walked the beach and collected shells. And it was just like, it was a God moment. It was just so beautiful and amazing. I took about 500 pictures of the sunrise, and then dolphins came like so close. It was just, oh, it was so cool. For breakfast, Hortensia made a whole batch of gluten-free muffins just for me, which was just, she is so sweet. That just, oh,
That is so cool.
made my day. So kind. Yeah, it was a really sweet morning. Had lots of good conversations. Hannah Jennings taught me how to use the espresso machine, so I made Jake, Holly, and Emily a latte, which was really fun. Yeah, had lots of good conversations that morning. And then somehow, like, kind of a little dance party got started in the kitchen. So we were listening to some music, having a dance
When
party.
is that?
That
7 a.m. or something?
was a good time. Say that again.
When did that happen? Like 7 a.m.?
That's a good question. It was probably, I think it was closer to 9 because some people had already left. Like, it was a lot of the last people at the Airbnb, even people who were like staying for both sessions, they had left already to go play mini golf, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We were still there.
I kind of think.
Were you
But
there?
yeah.
I think I maybe saw it happening. I remember
can't remember.
people dancing, but
All right, sorry. Continue on with the dance party talk.
No, it's all good. I think it started because Tyler, both of the Tylers, Hortensia, and Justin were like prepping the Good Ranchers chicken, and the chicken dance was playing. And I have a video of all of them at the counter, like cutting the chicken. It was just so cute, so funny. Loved it. I think that's how it got started. Then said goodbyes to everybody. Shuttled back to the airport with Clay, Katrina, Cassie, Lisa, Tyler, and Lindsay. And we talked about conspiracy theories the whole way, naturally. And then literally as we get to the airport, Lisa mentioned something about me and Lindsay being cousins. And Clay was like, "You guys are cousins?" It's just really funny that somehow he just didn't gather that throughout the whole week. It was so funny. We got to the airport and turns out me and Lisa and Lindsay were flying on the same flight. We didn't even know. So at the airport, we watched the recap videos. We were both crying, like kind of sad tears, and also crying from laughing. And then the whole Sun Bear Jason thing got started in the group chat. And I don't think I've ever seen Lindsay laugh that hard. We were dying. Everyone else at the airport probably thought we were psychotic. It was a good time. Got some acai bowls. I slept for the first time on the trip on the airplane. And then we landed in St. Louis. Me and Lisa and Lindsay played Guess Who, and then we flew home.
Yeah.
And that is my very long journal.
Shoot, that's like
Hopefully I didn't bore everyone to death.
that's a good like commercial for like somebody maybe on the fence about going or not. Something like there's now like 3 videos that we have that are very much like a window into what Gulf Shores trip or what Goes to Getaway is like.
yeah, at the
Yeah.
stick level and then at individual level too. It's kind of your
Yeah.
whole explanation.
Yeah. Now that I've been, I can never not go again. Like I will be doing whatever it takes to be there. It was so fun.
So I'm like, babe, we gotta make it work next year that we
You
both
gotta make it work, Shelby. We need you there.
Saying that to my wife too, and but at the same time, it's like if we both go, we're only going for one session.
Yeah, there's no way to leave our kids
for 2 sessions. Yeah.
2 sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll figure that.
Also, we were really only like, I think only not able to go to this 2 sessions because of like they had some like spots they needed to fill,
Yeah.
but kind of like
The
I
special
would,
deal. Without that deal, that would
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
been just
Sure.
Yeah.
Legit. Thank you, Brad. We love you, man.
Seriously.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
Maddie,
Oh, that's so
that was like well done, well freaking done, keeping all those details because I think I don't know what I said it was on the earlier. I don't know. I started to do that on the first night. I started like taking notes and then I gave up. I was just like, there's just too much going on to keep up with. And I kept on seeing like Tyler filming things professionally and stuff. And I was like, oh, there's gonna be like a very in-depth like journal of this. And there was like some recap videos that were amazing, but they're just recaps. Like you did is like an in-depth replay. Yeah. So very thankful for that.
Journaling too is
Forgot
a
about
way
all those
to
things.
like process things as well.
That's true.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's end it here. Thanks again, Dieterle. You're the best.
Thanks for letting me talk for so long.
No,
My poor friends and family have not heard the end of this, so
it was really cool seeing and getting to meet Ashlyn and like seeing you guys hang out together too in the car for a little bit. That was a really fun part of
That was
the sode.
nice to meet your sister.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to get Allie on next time.
Yeah, maybe maybe like a year or two down the line, it's hanging with Ashlyn because she'll be a ghosty by then.
Right. Once I convert my,
And we'll be
the other 6 people in my family, then it'll be a thing. My youngest brother Dawson he loves whatever I show him, and yeah, it was cute. He really wanted autographs from Jake and Brad and Isaac because he's a Friday pickleball fan too. So got those for him on the trip.
Whenever I was FaceTiming Shelby and the kids like good night and stuff, the girls would always be screaming, "Show us Jake! Show us Jake!" So a couple times I'd like
Very
sneak there real quick.
obnoxiously.
Yeah, very obnoxiously. And it was very late at night. Oh goodness.
And you became infamous for like always being on your phone, which truly you weren't, but like they're just like in the most like strange moments of the day, like
Yeah.
late. Yeah.
What a fun time.
Yeah.
All right.
So fun.
Well, Ghosties, thanks for joining us on this episode of Hangin' with Maddie Dieterle. Much love. And we'll see you next year in Gulf Shores.
Ghosties on second.